Hello, we are here to discuss script, languages, and their evolution. Moving forward, the points is that what is script, what is language, and how it evolved and reached to the current point. The first is that what is language? If you discuss these things, what is language? Language is a shared collection of sounds and symbols that we use to communicate. Here is already mentioned about language is a set of specific sound and symbols used as a means of communication by human beings. Always remember the language is for the communication. That is communication by human beings. Now the second point which I quote here is that is a script. What is script? Script, the written form of language is the script. The written form of language is script. And the third, this is the dialect. Dialect is a form of particular language spoken in a local area. So what is dialect? Dialect is a form of particular language spoken in local area. Let's think with an example. Suppose Hindi is a language. Automatically it's a language. Yes, it is a language listed in the 8th schedule of the Indian Constitution. Hindi is the language. Devanagari is the script. If you hear the point, that is the Hindi is the language, Devanagari is the script, and the Hindi is written in Braj Bhasha, Haryanvi or Rajasthani are the dialects of Hindi. Sometimes dialects become the language too. So here the three key points, that is the language, another one is script, third one is dialects. Now we are going to deep down and that discuss with the points the word language and their origin of language and language family. Then we will going to discuss the script. Language, if we are going to the point, language, that origin of language, there are different theories are there. German scholar Max Muller outlined the few speculative theories in 1861. These are bow theory, another one is poop theory, ding dong theory, UAA theory. And the British scholar Sir Richard Faggot outlined a new theory known as a Tata theory in 1930 to explain the origin of human language. According to this theory, that is according to the Sir Richard Faggot Tata theory, the earliest human words were made by using different tongue movement that imitated manual gesture and making them audible. So this is the points of origin of language. Origin of language have the two popular theory. One is the German scholar Max Muller theory, speculative theory in 1861. Another one is Sir Richard Faggot Tata's theory in 1930. So this is the part of the origin of language. In Max Muller we have already outlined, that is the bow theory. This theory is also known as the cuckoo theory, the bow. According to the bow theory, the earlier words were imitations of the cries of birds and beasts. The earlier words, that is the imitation of the cries of birds and beasts. Poo theory, that is the according to theory, the first word were explanations and emotions. And third one is ding dong theory. The theory states that everything has a vibrational nature resonance, which is probably echoed from man through his earliest word. And fourth, that is yo theory. Rhythmic labors and the synchronization's muscular effort, the word is generated from that. So key summarizations of the origin of language, that is the Max Muller theory outlined the four great parts. That is the bow theory, that is it indicate about the earlier words were imitation of the cries and words, from there the sounds generated. Poop theory, that is the were explanation of emotional interjections which were triggered by pleasure, pain, surprise. Explanatory. Ding dong theory that states that everything has a vibrational nature resonance which is probably echoed by man through its earliest word. And UAU theory, this theory states that language originates from rhythmic labor and synchronization muscular effort resulting in different sound like O. And according to the Sir Richard Faggot Tata theory, that is the different tongue movements generate the new gestures, postures, and as it makes it audible. So this is the part of origin of language. Now come to the part, the greater part, that is the language families of India. If you're talking about the language family of India, then we have to go about the part Indian languages. The family here is Indo-aryan group, Dravidian group, Sino-Tibetan group, Austric group. Major classification of Indian languages: Indo-aryan group, Dravidian group, Sino-Tibetan group, Austric group. Now let's discuss one by one. Indo-aryan group of language. The first one is the Indo-aryan group of language. Here the key point is that this group is also known as the Indic language group. This group is also known as Indic language group. And it is the branch of the larger Indo-European family. The first key point is that Indic language group. Second one, it is the part of the Indo-European language family. And Indo-Aryan group was the immediate precedent of this group. The Indo-Aryan branch comprised the maximum group of languages in Indian subcontinent. It's covered the largest language group of India, around 74% of the Indian populations that is speak about the Indo-Aryan group of language. Here the further categorizations: Old Indo-Aryan group, Middle Indo-Aryan group, Modern Indo-Aryan group. Then Old Indo-Aryan group, this group has developed around 1500 BC and Sanskrit was born out of this group. Sanskrit is one of the language that mentioned in the 8th schedule of Indian Constitution, and currently is the script of this is Devanagari, but it covered the many of this script. We will discuss later. Sanskrit is the mother of many Indian languages. We'll discuss why Sanskrit is the mother of many Indian languages. Same we will discuss the Brahmi is the mother of most of Indian script. And also Sanskrit crosses the barrier. There are part of things, the Old and Indo-Aryan group, that is the Sanskrit. Middle Indo-Aryan group, it is also the part of Prakritic, and that is the part emerged as a vernacular language during the post-Vedic period. And the Pali, Ardh-Maghi, that is also part of the Middle Indo-Aryan group language. This group, subgroup between 600 BC to 1000 BC. Modern Indo-Aryan group: Hindi, Assamese, Bengali, Gujarati, Oriya, Bengali, Maithili, Rajasthani, Sindhi, Urdu are the part of the modern Indo-Aryan group. So most of the Indian language the part of the Indo-Aryan group. The language under this subgroup developed gradually after 1000 AD. That is, modern Indo-Aryan group developed after 1000 AD. So here what are the key points for the Indo-Aryan group language? The first one is the Indic language group. This is the Indic language group, and it is a part of the Indo-European language family, and the Indo-Aryan group of language was the immediate precedent. And the Indo-Aryan branch comprised the maximum group of language. Third, Hindi and Bangla belongs to this group, and it have further three parts: Sanskrit, Prakritic, Pali. Currently the part that is right now part that is Bengali, Gujarati, Marathi. These are also the part of the Indo-Aryan group. So this is the first language group family. The second one is Dravidian group. This group comprises mainly of the language spoken in the southern part of India. That key point, that is the southern part of Indian language, that is part of the Dravidian group. Robert A. Caldwell was the first to use the word Dravidian. Robert A. Caldwell was the first to use the word Dravidian. It is the based on the word Dravida coined by the Adi Shankaracharya. Around 900 AD, around that era, Adi Shankaracharya coined the word Dravida, and Robert A. Caldwell that used that word as a form of the Dravidian. Dravidian group language have a family: Telugu language, Tamil, Kannada, Malayalam. These are the language that is part of the Dravidian language family. So now the key points is that most of the language, all of the language is spoken in the southern part of the India. If you take an example of the Telugu language, Telugu is the spoken by the largest group in South India. Here remember, Telugu language is the largest group of spoken that is in South India. It is the official language of the two states, that is the Telangana and Andhra Pradesh. Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, numerically largest Dravidian group. Tamil, that is the oldest one and purest form of language. That is also the classical language. Tamil, they are majorly spoken in the Tamil Nadu and is the oldest and purest form of language. Always remember. And Kannada, that is a part of the Karnataka, majorly spoken in Karnataka. Malayalam language is majorly spoken in Kerala, smallest and the youngest of the Dravidian group. Malayalam is the smallest and the youngest of the Dravidian group. Keep remember. In Dravidians, you have studied for Telugu, Tamil, Kannada and Malayalam. And for the Telugu, it is the numerically largest Dravidian group of language. Tamil, oldest and purest form of language. Kannada, that is majorly spoken in Karnataka. Malayalam, smallest and the youngest of the Dravidian group. This is the second group of language. The third one, that is the part of Sino-Tibetan group of language. Sino-Tibetan group of language, that is a part, language belong to this group are spoken by 0.6% of the Indian populations. 0.6% of the Indian populations. Now see the branches. Tibeto-Burman. Tibeto-Burman is the part. Simi Chinese, the another sections, and Tibetan, Sikkimese, Bhutia, Balti, Sherpa, Laholi, Ladakhi, Kinuri, Limbu. That is the part of the Sino-Tibetan group of language. Language under this group belongs to the Mongoloid family. Remember, belongs to the Mongoloid family, spread in the area of North Bihar, Assam, North Bengal, in other northern eastern state. So majorly is that part language are Tibetan, Burman, Manipuri, North Assamese, Lepcha, Garo, Sikkimese, Bodo and Naga are the most spoken language belonging to the Sino-Tibetan group of language. Kuki, Garo, Bodo, Mikir, Naga, Methi and Methi is spoken in Manipuri. That is also part. So remember, Tibetan, Burman, Manipuri, North Assamese, Lepcha, Garo, Sikkimese, Bodo and Naga are the most spoken language belonging to this group. Remember, always remember this point. Now the third points. The third one that is the Austric group, belong to the Austric Ascetic subfamily. That is here the Manta Munda and Kol language. And important language here is the Santhali is the important language, belongs to the Austric family, majorly spoken by in the Santhal tribes area of Jharkhand, West Bengal and Bihar. With the exception of the Khasi and Santhali. Khasi is spoken in the Meghalaya. Khasi and Santhali, all Austro-Aztec language in the Indian territory are endangered. Okay, that's the points. Here the term use the ostrich family. So this is the complete part of the language, that is the originations and their how this evolved and is reached to the current form. Now the second segment of today's lecture will discuss about the script. The second segment of the lecture, that is part of the script, that is part. And what is the script? The language written in the form, that part is script. And now the term script part that is used here. Here before going to the part of the discussing the script, the one part we need to discuss manuscript and inscriptions. Or you have already heard these two terms, but you need to define that manuscript. It comes from the Latin word manu, means hand. This is written on the soft surface, that is on palm leaf or birch leaf. Inscriptions that are written on the hard surface, words that are written or cut in or something. These are actually on relatively hard surface such as the stone or metal. And what is archaeology? The study of ancient time. So what is the difference between manuscript and inscription? Manuscript written in that is a soft surface such as the birch leaf, palm leaf, whereas the inscription written in the hard surface, that is a stone or metal. Archaeology, the study of ancient time. Just quickly go to the part evolution of script. If you go to the part evolution of script, then you will be able to learn the first the script, that is part is the Harappan script. Harappan script is also known as the Indus script. Remember that in 1875, General Alexander Cunningham published the symbol of first Harappan seal discovered by him. Further excavation discovered over 4,000 objects having similar symbols. And remember, here the symbols are there. These symbols were majorly used in that time, and Harappan people used it. The people of Harappa civilization used a pictographical language in which 396, remember 396 different symbols were used, and this language were written in the form of Bostophodean style. If anyone asks what is the Bostophodean style, in this style, right to left and left to right orientation are followed in alternate lines. Written from right to left and from left to right in alternate lines. That is the style that used by the Harappan people. And the second one, that is the Brahmi script. Brahmi is called the mother of most of script. Now you will be able to learn why it called so. It is the oldest writing system used in Indian subcontinent and Central Asia. Just go to this graph. This graph will just indicate all the things why Brahmi is called as the mother of most of the script. Brahmi is the oldest deciphered script in India. That is the Indian scripts such as Devanagari, Tamil, Malayalam, Bengali have originated from Brahmi script. Here you will go. After the Brahmi, just you have to quickly go the another script, that is a Khartosi script. James Prinsep successfully deciphered it. And Gandhara script were written sometimes also referred to the Gandhara script. The orientation were from right to left. In Khartosi script, the orientation were right to left. Khartosi script lost its significance by 3rd and 4th century AD. Now, if you see the Northern Brahmi, that is the first script, that is the descendant of Brahmi, is the Gupta script. It developed around 4th century. This script is also known as the late Brahmi script. And this script was used as a writing medium for Sanskrit language during the Gupta period. During the Harshvardhan, that is the part, that is the Gupta age, at the time, the Sanskrit was used Sanskrit used the Gupta script. This script is responsible for the rise of Sarda, Nagari, Siddha, Matrika, and Devanagari Bengali also. Siddham script, Assamese Bengali is the part, 6th century used in writing Sanskrit in Buddhism. Sarda script, 8th century, used in writing Sanskrit in Kashmiri language. And Gurumukhi script is also developed from the Sarda script. That is the Punjabi language. Punjabi language is written in the Gurumukhi script, and it developed around 16th century. And another segment, that is the Nagari script. Nagari script developed, believed to be a eastern version of Gupta script. Nagari script is an ancient form of Devanagari script. Nagari script is used to compromise. This script is used to compromise standard Nepali and Hindi literature. Standard Nepali and Hindi literature is used to written in the Nagari script. It developed around 10th century. From there, Devanagari script is also originated. The Gujarati and Devanagari script are developed from the Nagari script. Gujarati script developed around 17th century. Devanagari developed around the same era, that is the 10th century. And Sarda script developed around 8th century to write the Kashmiri languages, Sanskrit and Kashmiri language. From there, Gurumukhi script were developed. This is the Northern Brahmi script part. If you just go to the part Southern Brahmi, that is the Betelupatu script, Kadamba script, Kannada Telugu script, that is developed from there. Beteltu script, that is the 8th century, that is Tamil script. Grantha script, 6th century, Malayalam. There is a important term certain in the Grantha script about that. Sinhala script used in Sri Lanka is believed to have origination from the Grantha script. Grantha script still exists in a traditional Vedic school. This script is still exists in a traditional Vedic school. And Grantha script was widely used from 6th to 20th century by Tamilian in South India to write Sanskrit. From the 6th, it developed in the 6th century until the 20th century. Tamilian were used this script to write the Sanskrit. So you can see the beauty of the Brahmi script. The descendant were used currently, so it is known as the mother of most of the Indian script. There are certain script other than this that is developed from in a consequent way. That is a part of, that is a Lahanda script. The word Lahanda means without a tail. The script emerged out of the Sarda script in around 10th century. The Gurumukhi script, but before that, as a Lahanda script is there. From Lahanda, the Gurumukhi script is developed. Another script, that is a Modi script. Marathi language was written in this script till 20th century. And after 20th century, the Balbod style of Devanagari script was replaced this to write the Marathi. Gujarati already developed from the Nagari script. It's a variant of Devanagari script, that is the part. And here you can say Brahmi script is also, the descendant is also present in Burma, currently in the Myanmar, the Moon script, the Khmer script in Cambodia, and Babylonian script in Philippines. So there is a descendant is spreaded in different part. And this is the evaluation of the Brahmi script. In the Southern Brahmi, you can write the Beteltu script. You already heard this. Kadamba script between 6th to 6th century. Tamil script, Kannada script, Telugu script, Malayalam script, and Urdu script. This script was originated in Iran around 30th century. Nostalic and Arabic script developed about the 15th century. There is a terms about the Urdu script. Urdu is written in the form of the Persian Arabian part. The Nastalic variant of Arabic was developed in Persia, now in Iran, in the 15th century. It categorized, there is a beautification of this. The beauty of the Nastalic style is this: it characterized by the tendency to slope downward from right to left and used mainly for Persian poetical writing, and that part and Urdu adopted it. So this is the complete part of the script. When you have to write in the exam about the evolution of script and languages, it particularly it asks about the script. So you have to start it with the Brahmi script. Sorry, before this you have started with the started with the Harappan script. After Harappan, you can write the Brahmi script, and
before jump in the Ganda Brahmi script, then you have to quickly mention the that is Kartoshi script. Then you have to elaborate this figure. Then you have to elaborate this entire figure of Brahmi script. Keep remember this Brahmi scripts and their descendant and explain these terms one by one, and then you will able to get a good marks. Gupta script was mentioned about the century, Siddham script, Sarda script, Nagari script, that is another Brahmi style, and Southern Brahmi, that is the Kadamma script, Kannada script, Tamil, Malayalam, Moon script, Khmer, Babylonian. So this is the complete part of the evolution of script and language. This is the mottos of today's lectures. We'll meet you in the next segment of today, the second units. Till then, take care.